Hey Oilers, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I am just gonna double check that we are live. If you can see us, let me know in the comments. Elevation Oilers, I'm live. Let's do this. All right, I am going to try and keep track of comments as we get them, but welcome. So for those of you who I haven't met, we're in a new year. I'm going to just reintroduce myself. My name is Courtney. My husband Michael and I run this group. We are your Elevation Oilers leaders. If you think of the big family of doTERRA as well, as a family, we'd be like your mom and dad. So tonight we're going to talk about essential oil basics. The very basic, hold on a second. Just want to verify. Yes, okay. Sorry, I thought for just a brief second I was in the wrong group, but we're good. All right, so we're gonna get everybody on the same page tonight, making sure that everybody has basic essential oil information, that we've all been through the same class, okay? So this will forevermore be in a unit in this group, okay? So if you need to come back here to refresh your memory, you can do that, okay? So again, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. We do this every single Wednesday night at 9 p.m. And this is a great opportunity for you to get a little extra continuing education. The series that we're starting with right now is Back to Basics. We're going to get everybody on the same page, like I mentioned before, but we're also going to go for the next, honestly guys, we're going to go through the month of March. The first 3 months of this year, we are literally going to go through step by step the basic things you need to know to use oils. We're going to talk about things like how to make a roller, how to use your diffuser, how to put oils in your bath, those basic things. We're going to go through hormones. We're going to go through using oils on babies and kids. We're going to go through all the things over the next 3 months, okay? For the most part, you're gonna see me. You might see my husband pop on a few times. You also might see a couple special guests when I am out of town. But it's gonna be a great time, and I cannot wait to get started. So we're gonna get rolling talking about Essential Oils 101 tonight. So basically, most of you probably have this information, but it's always nice to just refresh our memories, okay? So what I want to talk about first is 3 things, okay? We're going to talk about 3 things about essential oils that make them really, really cool, okay? So the first thing that is really cool about essential oils is that they are 100% natural and safe, okay? 100% natural and safe. That means there's nothing taken away, there's nothing added to them. It is literally oils from plants, okay? They come from different parts of the plants. It might be the seeds, it might be the rind of a fruit, the flower, whatever, the roots even, guys, bark of a tree, sap. But no matter where they come from, these are literally just plant oils that we can use, and they have medicinal benefits. They have benefits in our body for helping us with our emotions. They help literally on a cellular level, and we'll talk about that in a minute. These essential oils, the difference between these and say herbs, which are effective, but these are going to be more effective because they're highly concentrated. In fact, essential oils are 50 to 70 times more concentrated than herbal remedies are. 50 to 70 times is a lot. That's a lot. So the other neat thing that can wrap in here is not just are they more potent and highly concentrated, but they're actually safe for the whole family. So it seems kind of crazy that something that's stronger would be safe for everyone, but it is, and it's really, really cool. So if you are near your oils at home, I want you to go get peppermint, okay? You're gonna get your peppermint out, and we are going to have an essential oil experience together. If we were in a real class, I would pass this around, but I can't really do that here, obviously. So strong. So what I usually suggest that we do here is we're gonna put a drop in our hand, and then we're gonna take our finger and we're gonna dip it in there, and we're gonna put it in our eye. No, I'm kidding. We're not gonna put it in our eye, okay? Don't do that. What I do wanna tell you is before you even use essential oils, this might be your first time using peppermint. I know we have a lot of new members here in our group. If you've never used peppermint before and you accidentally do get it in your eye or some other very sensitive place, I want to remind you that if you don't like the way it feels or it's unpleasant in any way, that you can dilute with a carrier oil. So like your fractionated coconut oil or any kind of vegetable type oil, okay? Very important that you know that little safety piece, okay? So just like if you got it in your eye, just like you would normally flush eyes with water if you got something in your eyeball, with oils, you don't flush with water, it actually drives it in deeper. So you're gonna flush with a carrier oil. All right, that's what we do. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your drop of peppermint in your hand, okay? And I want you to take your thumb, just tap it a little in there, and you're gonna put it to the roof of your mouth. Just do it. Fresh, okay? After you do that, you're gonna rub your hands together and you're gonna take a deep breath. And then you're gonna rub those same hands on the back of your neck, okay? Now, I can tell you what I'm feeling right now, and if you did this at home with me, you're gonna be feeling the same thing. You're gonna feel that cooling sensation, that fresh breath in your mouth. Your respiratory passageways are open from that inhale you took in. You might have even felt like, oh, I could take a deep breath again, finally, okay? And in another couple seconds, you're gonna probably start to notice kind of that cooling sensation on the back of your neck. I can tell you my neck just popped. It's relieving that tension and stress that I was holding there today. So that's a lot just happened for just one little drop of peppermint essential oil. We can use peppermint for all kinds of things. So you're experiencing the concentrated effect of peppermint right now. One drop of this, that one drop that you just used in 3 different ways, is actually equal to 28 cups of peppermint tea. You've maybe heard me say this before. I am not drinking 28 cups of peppermint tea on a daily basis. I was not doing that before oils, right? No one is. But that's the concentration. That's why one drop can do so many things, okay? So it's really important also to know that we don't just use any oils like this, okay? There's something called CPTG, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. That is what gives me peace of mind to use that drop on the top of the roof of my mouth for a headache or to relieve tension or to open up my sinuses. That is what makes me feel comfortable using it on my skin and knowing I'm not gonna break out in hives right now because I know what is in my essential oil. Reasons I might use it on my skin: I could put it on my tummy for upset stomach. I could put it on sore muscles, tension, right? So CPTG, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, is doTERRA's stamp on all of their bottles of oil, and it means that these oils are completely pure and completely potent. Pure meaning there are gonna be no foreign contaminants, no fillers, nothing added, nothing taken away, right? We talked about that before. Pure, nothing but plant oil, okay? Potent is gonna tell us that each plant was grown where it was intended to grow, where it grows best. So wherever that plant grows best and can be sustainably sourced is where doTERRA goes to find it. This is gonna give us the very best chemistry for that plant because the seasons and the climate and the soil, it all plays in, not to mention the farmers that we partner with who've literally been farming these crops for like generations. They're professionals, okay? It's not like I'm going out there and trying to figure out how to grow a peppermint plant because that wouldn't go well. So if we were an in-person class, I would now pull out lavender essential oil, and I would tell you guys that the reason I would have you pass it around, okay? So like peppermint, lavender is also very versatile. I would say both of these probably have 100 uses between them each. Like they are just very, very versatile, okay? So like with lavender, yes, it's calming and everybody recognizes it for sleep. These are both also like most recognizable oils. If you tell somebody peppermint oil and they're like, oh yeah, I heard you can use that for spiders. And you're like, yeah, you sure can. Please only use doTERRA, right? Same concept with lavender. You talk about lavender and somebody's like, oh, I heard that's good for sleep, for helping babies, right? Because it is. So lavender is really great at anything calming. So while yes, that could mean sleep, it could also mean mosquito bites, bug bites, skin irritations, agitated toddlers, you know, all of those types of things. It's also going to be a great natural antihistamine, thanks nature. We use peppermint and lavender together with lemon for seasonal allergies, right? Great, easy ways. Okay, so let's keep moving. Oh, what I was going to say about lavender is we talked about, you know, getting the plant where it grows best. Other companies are getting their lavender in greenhouses, side of the highway in Utah. Like, it's wild, all the places that they're growing the best lavender in the world, right? The deal is, if you're growing your plants somewhere where, you know, it's kind of a fake situation you've set up, or there's pollution, trucks driving by on the highway, this isn't an ideal situation for the pure, potent chemistry that we need for a top-notch essential oil. So instead, doTERRA, they farm their lavender in Bulgaria. Yes, Bulgaria. So while you maybe can't visit our farm like tomorrow, you certainly could fly to Bulgaria and set that appointment up at the doTERRA distillery. So it's pretty cool that we have our plants that literally grow all over the world. So that was the first thing about essential oils. They're natural, they're safe, they're 100% pure. They're awesome. Okay, the second really cool thing is that these are going to be often more effective than most modern approaches to our health concerns. Okay, so let's say, well, first of all of you smarty pants that are watching tonight, you might be a doctor, or you might be a nurse, or you might just be really, 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 really smart, and that's cool. We're going to talk about basic biology right now, so just like understand, you know, this is coming from a mom. So we're going to talk basics, okay? Bear with us. So let's talk about, maybe this is a cell. My fist is a cell, okay? This is going to have an oily membrane all around the outside of it, okay? And the cell membrane is going to actually protect the cell. It keeps it safe, keeps stuff from getting inside, keeps stuff from getting out, all that good stuff, right? So there's two things that could be harmful to ourselves. That's bacteria and viruses. Now, bacteria live on the outside. They might be hanging out around here, while viruses might be actually living on the inside, okay? Sorry, there's something in my eye. Okay, we're good. So typically, bacteria on the outside, viruses on the inside, right? So typically, we are, is everything okay? He's loud. It's fine. I've got my AirPods in. Nobody knows. Sorry, guys. We're going to go to the doctor when we don't feel well, right? And we're going to say, hey, I haven't felt really well. Could you help me out? Okay, and if it's bacterial, if it's hanging out on the outside, then what's he going to give us? He's going to give us an antibiotic, okay? And after taking it in 7 to 10 days, every single day, like they tell you, it's probably going to clear up the infection, but it's also going to wreak havoc on your gut, your hormones, your immune system, all of the above. We know the story, right? Now, what if it was a virus? It was living on the inside, okay? What is the doctor going to say then? They're going to say, go home, drink a bunch of water, rest, let it run its course. The reason for that, I have actually recently learned the science behind this. The reason behind it is that most modern recommendations are going to be water-based synthetic agents. Okay, they come with lots of side effects, lots of addictions. Water and oil don't mix. So that oily membrane that was on the outside, it's going to have a really hard time getting that medicine to the inside where the virus is, without causing harm to the cell, without causing it to be damaged in some way. It can't get through without being strong enough to get there. So now, what does that mean for us? That means we need an option. We'll enter essential oils. Essential oils obviously are oil-based, as are the cell membranes that we have going on here. And so they can easily permeate the cell membrane to get onto the inside on the cellular level without the side effects of the antibiotics, without any addictions from painkillers, all of these things, okay? They're gonna deal with both the bacteria and the viruses on the inside. So that's why they're often gonna be more effective, because it's actually giving us a decent option to tackle both bacteria and viruses. What I love actually as a mom is when my kids are feeling under the weather, I can use the same oil for bacteria or virus, right? So if they're not feeling well, I'm reaching for the same oils. And it's working, right? Like it's working no matter what it is. I don't have to know what it is. So especially at our house, like I don't really want to go to the doctor for 7 kids as it makes its round through our whole family, when the likelihood is it's just a virus. But hey, on the off chance that it might be bacterial, the oils are going to take care of that as well. And so I don't have to do quite as much like of the running and the waiting in the doctor's offices, which I am a big fan of this time of year. As you can imagine, prior to oils, so we got oils when we had 5 kids, but 5 kids at a doctor's office, one after the other, because they share it. It's quite a process. And gosh, we're going to talk in a minute about the cost of essential oils, and that adds up. Anyway, so here's what I want to tell you. We just mentioned how they're often more effective. Well, what oils are we using for bacteria and viruses? Guys, you've heard it in this group probably 100 million times. Flume, baby, flume. Okay, so here's the deal. The M in flume, we technically should be calling it flute now, because our Melaleuca had a name change and is now officially tea tree oil. I still call it flume because I've literally called it that for 5.5 years, and so, it's a habit. But in today's chit chat that we're having here, let's talk about what those oils are and how they work. So the first one, the F, is frankincense. Frankincense is a powerful oil, literally for our cells. It helps cells to turn over. It helps them to be healthier. So imagine if you have a virus inside of that cell, and the frankincense is helping it to turn over. It's helping it to kick out anything that shouldn't be there, to fight a little harder to get that virus out so that it can be healthier, okay? When you think of frankincense, you literally could use it for anything. It's great for the immune system. It's great for viruses and bacteria, but it's also great for big things. We're in a closed group, so I can say this without getting in trouble, but it's good for things from cuts and scrapes and skin things that need healing, all the way up to big things like tumors and cancer and cellular support of that manner. So it's a powerful oil that you need in your home. If you didn't get it free last month, I'm so sorry that you missed out on that. Definitely add it to your wish list, and keep in mind that usually every December we can get that for free if you do a big enough order, okay? The second one in the flume, so we know frankincense is gonna help support those cells, help support our immune system. The L in flume is lemon. Lemon is great at encouraging drainage. It's also great at helping to detoxify the body. So if there's anything not functioning properly that's not helping for yucky viruses and bacteria to clear out, the lemon is gonna support your body in its ability to do that. It's also going to help because a lot of times when we're under the weather, we've got drainage, we've got stuff like that going on. And so it's going to help keep all of that moving. On Guard is the O, the first O. On Guard is our immune protective blend, guys. This is literally the oil for your immune system. It smells like Christmas. It's amazing. We diffuse it every single day. We roll it on our kids every day. I take it internally right now every day. It's just a powerhouse of immune support oils. Now, is it boosting your immune system in an unhealthy way? No. Supporting it, helping it to do exactly what it's supposed to do, okay? The next O in flume is oregano. Oregano is basically nature's antibiotic. It is extremely powerful at killing bacteria. It is just phenomenal, okay? So we're talking, it's just amazing. It's awesome, just know that, okay? The last one that is in flume, or flute if we wanna call it this, is Melaleuca or tea tree oil. So this one is going to be great as an antiviral. It's great for your immune system. It has a lot of antifungal properties. So that's some other things that you could use it for. Is anything fungal related. So think like scalps and toes and other gross places of the body. So those are the oils. Those 5 oils make up the flume roller that we're constantly talking about. You can do that in a roller. You could put it in a capsule, take it internally. We'll talk about the different ways to use our oils in just a minute. The third really cool thing about essential oils, though, is that they're cheaper. Okay, so I mentioned taking kids to the doctor, how I used to have to do all the time. And there was a copay for every kid that I had to take. And there was a prescription for any time that we needed it, right? Those costs add up, not to mention my time, not to mention my gas to get there. Okay, but now when someone in my house, let's say ear infections, that's something we used to go to the doctor for all the time, okay? Now, when somebody in our household has an ear infection, we literally grab lavender, Siberian fir, and grapefruit, and we rub it all around the outside of their ears. I go down their lymph nodes, maybe even down their throat. Okay, this whole area is covered in those 3 oils. Then I take either basil or melaleuca, put a drop on a cotton ball, tuck it in their ears, and I send them to bed. If they're little, I'll put a little headband over it. My 5-year-old wore his like beanie for about 2 days. I would say at the shortest, I've had kids turn around within a couple hours. At the longest, I had a kid, my 5-year-old just recently, we had about 24 hours of really rough ear pain, and then we were good. Okay, so let's say it takes 24 hours. I've done several applications, but either way, it's cost me about $1 per round of applications. Okay, compared to who knows what before, whether it was $20 for copay and a prescription or whether it costs nothing in a country that has free medical care or whatever. Either way, the essential oils are still less than the gas it took to get to the doctor, right? Either way, the oils are still cheaper than the half day off that some, whatever parent had to take the kids to the doctor. When it all adds up, the oils are literally pennies per dose. And so it's such a great option. Such a great frugal option, really. Just being aware of the money we're spending. Like, of course, I would rather use something that's pennies per dose rather than $20 to $40+ each visit, right? So we save, so much money each year using essential oils versus other things. And when you think about it, this little bottle has 250 drops in it. We're getting so many uses out of this one bottle. Okay, so let's talk now. We've kind of talked about the basics of essential oils. We're going to talk about 3 more things. We're going to talk about the 3 ways to use essential oils. First way is aromatically. We've already done that tonight, okay? So right where my glasses sit, if you pinch like right above the bridge of your nose, okay? Behind there is your, excuse me, guys. Right under those fingers in that little section, right where my glasses are sitting, is your olfactory nerve, okay? When you smell essential oils, what is happening is this nerve sends messages to the limbic system of the brain, and this then sends messages all over the body. So it's telling your emotions what to feel. It's sending signals to your entire body as a response, okay? Are you going to feel happy? Are you going to feel calm? Are you going to feel less anxious than you were before? So a lot of times people will be like, oh my gosh, I can't just smell oils and it work. But it's how our body is literally made to work. I mean, if you think about people who have to have surgery and they have to be put under, they're delivering anesthesia often by inhaling, right? They're having you count to 10, putting the little mask on. Like, that is how our body is made to work. So just smelling an essential oil is actually a really powerful way to utilize our essential oils, okay? So let's talk about what oils that we might use in this manner. So when we're talking about inhaling them and using them aromatically, a diffuser, the cupped hands that we did before, or just smelling it right out of the bottle also works great. So one that I love to use in this way is Breathe. Guess what it's for? It's for breathing. If you haven't used Breathe before, it's like nature's Vicks. It smells so good. There's eucalyptus, totally safe for our kiddos as long as we are keeping it away from their actual face. Okay, so we're not going to use it topically like up in this area on little ones under 2. Everybody else, we're good to go. So when I use Breathe, I'm most often using it aromatically. Actually, we love it in a diffuser. I love to put a drop at the end of the shower if I'm feeling congested. Another one we use often aromatically is Balance. Balance is our grounding blend. It helps settle all your emotions, helps you feel less anxious. It just helps me to just take a breath. It's all going to be okay. We diffuse this. I diffuse it at nighttime. I love it at nighttime. But also if we're feeling like kind of anxious and stressed throughout the day, we will put it in a diffuser as well. Sometimes I'll just smell it right out of the bottle. Sometimes I'll put it on my pulse points though as well. Lots of options with that one. But I really, really love using oils aromatically. Like, it's one of my favorite ways to utilize our essential oils. Okay, second way we use oils is topically. So you can do this in a couple of different ways. You can put them directly on the skin. We always do want to dilute with a carrier oil, like a fractionated coconut oil or an almond oil or whatever your preference is. I like the fractionated coconut oil, to be honest, because it's really good for my skin and it doesn't leave like that oily residue and it doesn't stain my clothes. And like, or if I put it on my kids' feet and they run across the couch, I don't have like oily footprints for forever, you know? So I prefer the fractionated coconut oil personally. There are some times though that I'll use almond oil. We can actually get almond oil, or not almond oil, grapeseed oil. I really like that one. We can get grapeseed oil at Aldi, like a really great organic grapeseed oil. And so often I'll use that one. So yeah, lots of options there. But what you're going to do is you're going to put just a little puddle of that carrier oil plus your drop of essential oil when you apply. Now you can go to a couple different areas. You can go to the area of concern. So if it's a tummy issue, you could take Digestin and put it straight on your tummy. Or if you're having heartburn, put Digestin right on your sternum. But also, let's say you have a sore muscle, or you just did a workout and you haven't worked out. It's January, right? How many of us are working out more than we were in December? Maybe could be a little sore, a little bit of discomfort, need some reduction of inflammation perhaps. You might be needing to reach for Deep Blue to apply. You could go right to the muscle that hurts. But what if it's something that like you don't know how to get to it? Like my immune system, where exactly would I put On Guard on my skin for that? Bottoms of feet is a great place. Or if you just don't like the smell of something, put it on the bottoms of your feet. We have a lot of great pores on the bottoms of our feet. You can't smell it as much there. It's a great way. Oil absorbs really quickly there. There are also a lot of really awesome nerve endings down there. So you could even use reflexology points if you want to get fancy. Okay. Oh, and the third way to use essential oils, of course, is internally. So there are a couple different ways to do that. And keep in mind, we are not recommending this for any other brand except for doTERRA. Only CPTG doTERRA essential oils should be taken internally, okay? A couple ways I'm doing that right now, I can tell you. I'm putting lemon in my water every single morning. Make sure it's glass or stainless steel, okay? We already did the peppermint on the roof of our mouth. Sometimes I do frankincense like that if I've got a headache. But right now I'm making up capsules and using doTERRA's Zendocrine inside of a capsule. Now they have a pre-made soft gel as well, which actually I was making the capsules, but then my order came in. And so now, now I have the soft gels pre-made, so I'm not having to mix every morning. But I'm doing a liver detox, and Zendocrine is great for supporting your liver and your digestive system. So I am using a lot of internal oils right now. Normally I don't. I just take my Lifelong Vitality supplements, and they do have oils in them, but I'm not going like bananas. I'll do like lemon water in the morning, and that's kind of it. But right now, because I'm doing this very focused thing, I'm doing a lot of internal usage. And it's totally safe, and it's totally, you know, but if it's not in your comfort zone, that's cool. There are 2 other ways to use your oils as well, okay? All right, so here we are. We've talked about what oils are. We've talked about the 3 ways to use our oils. Now we're gonna do one more grouping of 3. And that is the type of oil users that are out there, okay? At this point in a class, I would normally explain to people on how to get their essential oils. You guys already have essential oils. You guys already love essential oils. You guys already made that really awesome choice. So out there with our team right now, there are 3 different kinds of people, okay? The first one are the people who come to classes like this. You probably already came to a class, you already purchased your oils, and they're excited to live a natural lifestyle. These people, they love essential oils, they want to use them, maybe want to share their products just with the people that live in their home. And doTERRA really supports this kind of person by giving exactly what we've got going on right now. Monthly education, support, all of the answers you might need at your fingertips in our amazing group and on doTERRA's website, okay? So doTERRA really supports this kind of just normal oil user by providing loads of education, okay? The second type of person that gets started with essential oils sits in a class like I just shared with you guys, or in a class like what you might come to in person, and they're like, everyone I know needs to know about these. My mom, she really needs Digestin because she gets a lot of heartburn, and my sister could really use balance. They're sitting there thinking, I love these oils. I want to share them with the people I love. And the cool thing that doTERRA offers this person is they offer them the ability to maybe host a class that I would come and teach, and there's a reward system in place there. Or they could potentially earn a little extra cash by sharing oils with those people. The neat thing is, over time, as these people continue to share oils with the people they love, doTERRA rewards them not only with this awesome reward system, but also they can begin to earn enough money to cover their own order each month. So if you're sitting here tonight and you're like, gosh, I wish I could do a loyalty rewards order every single month because there's so many oils I want to try that I haven't tried. A great option for you might be to occasionally share oils with the others around you so that you can eventually earn enough to cover your order. It doesn't take long to cover your order. And we have some really great systems that can help you do that. So it's like free natural health care, right? If you're getting your supplements and you're getting your skincare and you're getting all those things free, right? You can get it paid for. So the third type of person that listens to this whole spiel, they're sitting there and they're like, I want to do exactly what Courtney's doing. I want to change other people's lives, offering them hope for their health, for their finances, for healing, through educating them about essential oils. I want to be an oil educator. That's what I wanted my job to be. So, and those people, doTERRA rewards with a phenomenal compensation plan, you guys. It's like no other compensation plan. And I just want to tell you that you already are in. So the cool thing that doTERRA does, you probably remember, when you get started with your wholesale membership, it's no strings attached. You don't have to do an order every month. You don't have to do the business. But at any point, you could begin to do an order every month, which most of us do. And at any point, you could begin to do a business. And you're already in, right? Like, you don't have to pay all these extra fees. You don't have to get starter sales kits and all these extra things. You've got what you need. You've got oils. You've got a wholesale account. There's a little bit of a process to upgrade your account so that you can earn an income. But guys, it's simple and it's easy. And we would love to have you join us. We are launching several new builders right now, which is really exciting. And we have a really great system that makes it easy to follow and just jump right in. So we would love to have you join us. That's it, guys. You now know all the basics. If you haven't ever attended a class before, if you've attended 500 classes, now we're all on the same page. We all know the 3 cool things about essential oils. We all know the 3 ways to use essential oils, and we all know the 3 kinds of people and can recognize which one we are. So whether you are an oil user, you want to share them occasionally with your friends, or you want to be a business builder, we have a place for you on our awesome team. And we're so glad that you guys are here with us. We're so glad that you're a part of this. Thank you for being on Wellness Wednesday with us. For those of you watching the replay, definitely give us a little hashtag replay. Let us know what your thoughts are, what you loved. Next week I will be live. We're going to talk about making capsules, making rollers, and putting oils in your bath water, as well as other like just easy usage things, okay? So we're gonna talk about a lot of those just details and often that we have just little questions about once we get started. It's been an awesome night. We kept it under 45 minutes, which is always the goal. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have a great night. Bye.